Have a service call on a walk-in cooler today. The complaint is one of the evaporator fan motors is bad and the unit's partially iced up. The customer is currently moving product inside the unit so that way I can get into the equipment. So I came up on the roof to check things out. I just went ahead and shut off the condensing unit. That way the evaporator fans would start to de-ice it while I'm waiting for them. But take a look at these condensers. That looks like a problem. This is their walk-in freezer right here. Let's pan on over to their ACs. Look at this. Can't really walk away from this today, or I'll be back tomorrow. This kind of sucks because, you know, I come here for a walk-in cooler and this is going to turn into a 6 to 7 hour coil cleaning. Look at this. Crazy, crazy. Restaurant refrigeration. So I actually don't even see any ice, so I don't know if there was or the customer was just mistaken, but the coil is dirty and it's really rotted out. So it's just disintegrated. But we'll get it cleaned up, get that fan motor changed, and then diagnose the rest of the system, clean up all those condensers. When I'm running my hose, I like to be considerate of the customer, run it up against their counters, create a drip loop, so that way when it leaks out, it doesn't leak onto the floor. Always thinking about the customer, making them happy with me. Cautious about the ways that you run it. And remember, like I've said in my past videos, I'm going to rinse this coil. We're always going to pull the motors and blades out, that way we can get good access to it. Rinse it as good as possible. Okay, I went ahead and changed both fan motors and both blades because they were in bad shape. Cleaned it up as best as possible. The coil is definitely rotted out really good, but it's much better. Now we'll get up onto the roof, clean the condenser, and check out the operations up there. Okay, so it's about 102 degrees ambient. I have not cleaned the condenser yet. Just want to check out the pressures. We've got a clear sight glass. It's kind of hard to see, but it's clear. The box is about 43, 45 degrees. Looks like something's going on there with the TXV. It looks like it might be hunting a little bit. We're going to watch it for a few minutes. As far as our liquid line saturation temperature or our head pressure, you know, we're within range. If we're going to use rules of thumb, let's step back. First thing you do is make sure your sight glass is clear. If sight glass is clear, then we're going to kind of use a rule of thumb and say our liquid saturation temperature should be anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees above ambient, depending on the efficiency of the condensing unit. We're within range there. There's 100 something degrees outside. We have 121 liquid saturation temperature. As far as our vapor saturation temperature and our back pressure, I mean, it looks decent. The box is probably 43, 44 degrees right now, so that would be approximately a 10 degree TD because we're about 10 degrees under the box temp on our vapor saturation temperature, so that falls within a rule of thumb too. So the box is under a heavy load though, and the condenser is still dirty, so I'm going to clean it up, but it looks like we're going to be okay. Okay, got the condensers cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and straighten out the fins. They're not horrible, but we'll get it cleaned up so that way they get a little better airflow on all three of these. The one we're working on is the middle walk-in, but we're taking care of everything else while we're here. Okay. Straightening the fins, I mean, you know, it only does so much. Those condensers are pretty beat up, but they're half-ass decent. Cleaned them off one more time, so that's good. We're just going to watch that walk-in come down to temp, and then we'll be good.